No justice, no peace. A commonplace phrase in the struggle for equality among African Americans rang loud through the streets of Baltimore on Thursday, April 23rd. A crowd gathered at the War Memorial to protest the death of a young man. Starting at Fayette Street, hundreds of citizens peacefully marched through the streets of downtown Baltimore. Led by a police escort, protesters walked and chanted, "All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray." As the crowd paraded through busy streets, some people honked their horns in support, while others gave thumbs up to the movement. There was a chance for violence to erupt. However, protest organizers and participants quickly ushered people to keep moving. The march continued to the harbor, where police were positioned at various locations, prepared to stop any outbreaks of violence. Thursday ended with an arrest, but there was minimal disruption. On Saturday, April 25th, crowds of angry citizens in West Baltimore gathered at the corner of Northmount and Riggs Streets. The West Baltimore Police Station is at the intersection of these streets and sits across from Brown's Grocery, a neighborhood store. This intersection became a canvas for citizens to paint their anguish over the death of Freddie Gray. Black, white, and Jewish citizens held signs with different messages. One of the protesters had a sign that read, "BCPD is breaking our necks." Other signs had messages asking for jobs, education, justice, unity, and peace in the community where Freddie Gray was killed. A ride through parts of West Baltimore reveals decades of neglect that everyone has ignored. The recent eruptions of violence should be condemned. However, the violence should also teach us that we cannot ignore and neglect people without response to the conditions of those living in parts of West Baltimore. Men, women, and children of all ages participated in the protest to support the slain young man. Not only was this a cry for justice for Freddie Gray, it was also a cry for others who died at the hands of the police. It is peculiar that only young black men are dying at the hands of the police. The protest represented more than a simple indictment of the police. Recent events in Baltimore unveil much larger structural problems. The critical takeaway is that a problem exists and we need to work towards a solution, not blame. We are all part of the human fabric, and the sentiments expressed at the rallies apply to all citizens that might be marginalized. From the rooftops of the halls of justice, we must all cry, all night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray.
Peace! No justice! No peace! We're all sick police! No justice! No peace! No justice!